Well, this week we continue our series of stories profiling the 3 finalists for the Louisiana Farm Bureau's Young Farmer and Rancher Achievement Award. At its 93rd annual convention, the Farm Bureau will name its top young farm couple.
Joining us now is TWILA's AJ Sabine. And AJ, you went up to Richland Parish to meet Dustin and Ashley Morris. Tell me how the Morris family is able to juggle their work careers, their family, raising a family, and having a successful farming operation in only 12 short years.
Oddly enough, Dustin and Ashley and myself all have something in common. They have 3 kids. She's a lawyer, I'm a lawyer. It's just a great time. But this couple, guys, they are driven to succeed. In fact, Dustin is sort of a take charge kind of guy who had his own farm at 18 years old, while Ashley earned her MBA and her law degree, as I said, and manages the day-to-day grind of the family on legal matters on the farm. The Morrises have a true partnership. They find balance by playing to each other's strengths. And at the same time, this power couple keeps focused on the future.
Down, set, hut.
For the Morris family, a friendly football game under the shade of a rustic oak reveals a bright thread of competition which binds this farm family. Both Dustin and Ashley agree that their children not only inspire their success, but also motivate them to push forward despite pitfalls, such as labor shortages or a fickle grain market.
Touchdown! You look at raising 3 children and you think about the financial burden there and the obligation to providing a good life for them and giving them all the things that they need and you know, their motivation because you've got to provide for them. You bring them to this world, you've got to provide for them.
It's like looking for the corn seed, you know, digging in the ground looking to see how deep it was planted. To Dustin, maybe no longer that's a big deal, but to them, if they find that seed, that's huge. And to me, that just inspires us to, you know, keep taking them out there.
This agricultural power couple competes at the highest level on the farm and off. Dustin is an ag engineer. He farms more than 2,300 acres of soybeans and other feed grains. Ashley, on the other hand,
Thank you, Audrey,
manages legal matters on the farm and worked as a civil litigator before Addie, Kimber, and Audrey arrived. Dustin doesn't mince words when it comes to his competitive nature, especially as it relates to his long-range hobby.
I shoot in the Precision Rifle Series, and I like to liken it to NASCAR. There are matches all over the United States, and I've competed in most all of them. And in 2013, I was fortunate enough to be the Precision Rifle Series national champion.
The Morrises explained that winning the Achievement Award would bolster their credibility and broaden the reach of Louisiana agriculture on a national stage.
So when we're taking the message to the children, you know, they will think that is, you know, awesome and that we know what we're talking about. And I think that that would be super helpful in that platform, as well as, you know, I talked about the generational farming issue, passing down the farm. When, you know, you can see something like that, it gives you a further platform to further your message.
You know, for me, it'd just be a huge honor. I have a lot of respect for a lot of the young farmers in Louisiana, and so to compete against them and ultimately if we were to win, you know, that's just a huge deal to me. It's a big boost to know that we are viewed in such a great way. And get back here behind me.
Moving forward, the Morrises have their eyes on the future. Dustin would like to see his children pick up the flag of agriculture when the time is right.
I would love to see my son ultimately come and farm with me. And you know, we'll take the land that as my family either retires or you know, passes on as you know, as we get it. But I don't look to be the biggest farming operation around. I want to do a great job.
The Morrises strive for the best out of their farm, family, and their future. Having once run a half marathon, Ashley explains their love of living off the land.
You get to see the whole process, and while other people don't understand, you know, our corn, you know, maybe it goes to the chicken houses, you know, they think, well, can I just come get some corn off your farm? And I get to explain the whole process to them, and I just love seeing the plant grow.
So I love, you know, plans that you have to make 12 months in advance, and you decide, okay, you know, we're going to do this tillage application, you know, now, and ultimately 12 months later, 11 months later, you know, we see the fruits of that. And so to make those decisions and then to see if they work or what you did wrong. I mean, I feel like I make more wrong decisions than right decisions, but I enjoy learning from those.
The winner of the YF&R Achievement Award will win, among other things, a $40,000 credit toward the purchase of the GM vehicle of their choice. And Avery and Kristen, I have to tell you, during football season, the Morris household is a house divided. Dustin went to Mississippi State, while Ashley, his lovely wife, went to LSU. But in true Morris fashion, they all find a way to get along.
It sounds like Ashley has the brains of the family after all.
Yeah.
Nice dress, Kristen.
Yeah, well, this is a house divided as well because the ULL Raging Cajuns are playing the LSU Tigers in the baseball tournament and the Super Regional. And all I gotta say is, yeah, go Cajuns. You're right between a couple of Cajuns.
You said, though, they'll be playing them. Ask who'll be winning, and you'll answer the Tigers.
Well, no, the answer will be the Cajuns. So what's coming up
Whatever
next
helps you sleep.
other than a win for the Cajuns, AJ?
Well, next week I get to go just north of Baton Rouge. We're going to visit with Amelia and Russell Kent, a couple of cattle producers in that area. So I'm looking forward to meeting them and their cows. I think they have black cows.
Ooh, and she likes
Good
black
choice
cows.
as well.
Yep. Well, thanks a lot, AJ Sabine. Still to come on TWILA, whatever happened to the milkman? We find out in this week's Ag Minute.
But first, June is National Dairy Month, so we begin a month-long series of stories about successful dairies across Louisiana. Stay with us.